Hi guys. Hello. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We shall soon begin our live session. Today we'll be talking about skincare. I'm sure you would have seen on our Instagram feed as well. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. So, allow me to quickly introduce the whole session that we'll be taking today on. We'll be talking about skincare concepts that you should be learning in the year 2023. And with the year coming to an end, I'm sure, a lot of us will have resolutions to take things to work back on, to think about positives that we have done in this year or the negatives and things that we want to improve. So from the improvement standpoint, we wanted to be talking about skincare because it's one of the most important aspects that one should be focusing on with age definitely, but even as early on you can start, that's the best thing. So today we'll be inviting our expert Dr. Sneha, and she'll be taking us through the entire concepts that we should be incorporating in our day-to-day life as well, and especially to be focusing in the year 2023. Allow me to ask her to join the call. Please do keep your questions ready. She'll be able to help you with all sorts of answers, all ingredients that you should be using, what is the step that you should be taking care for skincare. Welcome, Dr. Sneha. Thank you so much for joining us. I
Hello,
would like
Richa.
to
How are you?
introduce
Thank you so
Dr.
much for
Sneha.
inviting me.
Yes. So I would like to briefly introduce Dr. Sneha. Dr. Sneha Gunawat. She's an MD and a gold medalist, and she's one of the best doctors in Gurgaon. She has over 12 years of experience in the field of dermatology and aesthetics, and she's also known amongst her patients for being very thorough with her investigation on the issues and giving perfect solution to them. Welcome again, Dr. Sneha. Dr. Sneha, we were talking about how the year is coming to an end, and we all have quite a lot of resolutions that we take up, and we look back on all things that we have done in the past and what we want to do in the coming year. So similarly, we wanted to talk about skincare, because we feel skincare is one of the most important aspects that people are focusing nowadays on. Earlier, people didn't pay much attention to what kind of ingredients to use, what kind of products to use in their day-to-day lives. In fact, I strongly feel sunscreen was also one of the product which used to be luxury some years back. Not everybody could
Absolutely.
afford that product, but now just women, but men too have incorporated good skincare in their lives. So we would want to hear from you. What are the things a person can do in the year 2023? What are the ingredients? What are the routines they can follow to ensure their skin is beautiful and glowing naturally? Over to you, Dr. Sneha.
Thank you, Richa. Um, 2023 is just knocking around the corner, and we are all excited that what new the new year is going to bring for us.
Yeah.
Skincare industry is an industry which is always coming up with new products. It is always evolving. It is always exciting us. We get surprises and we so many things changing and newer things coming. So we're always on our toes and we want to learn what's new and what is better for my skin, because nowadays the patient is so educated because of the social media, because of Instagram, and because of other things. So they are kind of so aware about this thing. So they are there's so much happening in the market that we want to know about, and we have so many questions that we want to ask the doctors. We want to validate our thoughts. Are we on the right track, or am I using the right product? Is this good for my skin? Is it not good for my skin? So, Richa, I'll quickly give you a little glimpse of how the skincare has changed in the past 2 to 3 years, if I can say, after the COVID period. Because
Yes.
what happened when we were kind of restricted during that time of COVID, I think we had a lot of time, and we also gave a lot of thought on the skincare that we were using and the brand that we were using and the product that we were using. So we have seen a lot of shift now that is happening towards something that is called as skinimalism. You know, so earlier what was the trend was people were so fascinated with using a lot of products on their face. So if you see an ingredient and you believe it's good, so it was the belief that if you incorporate in your skincare routine, it will also do good for your skin. So we were layering our skin with multiple products, multiple serums, multiple, things like that. Now the focus has shifted completely. Now the focus has shifted to using minimum products for your skin. So we don't want to layer our skin anymore. We want to give it breathing space. We want to give it only the product that will strengthen it further and nourish it further. And we want to cut
Yeah.
down all unnecessary products.
Yes.
So the concept that is now coming in, this concept is actually very interestingly derived from South Korea, if I tell you, because South Korea is, as we all know, the hub of beauty industry. So this
Absolutely.
concept coming from there again, it's actually consists of skincare plus minimalism. So the idea is to use minimum products for your skin.
Yeah.
Only products that are good for your skin. So basically, if we try to understand it, somebody should use a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. These
Yeah.
three ingredients are a must-have for everybody's skin.
Yeah.
Apart from this, depending upon if you have any specific conditions for your skin, you can add a serum or an anti-aging cream. So that is if you have a specific indication. Otherwise,
Yeah.
using a handful of products is sufficient to give you glowing and healthy skin in the long term.
Yeah.
A cleanser that will help to clean the skin of the dirt, of the grease. Use a cleanser according to your skin type, twice a day. Use a good quality moisturizer. I'll stress on this point again as I move forward because a moisturizer has to be very, very good so that it's nourishing your skin, it's hydrating it. That is very important. And using a broad spectrum sunscreen that is protecting against the UV damage. So these three things are the pillars of the minimal approach of skincare that is coming with the new year. And um, you know, products that have combination in them rather than using single products. Supposing there's a beautiful product, there's a skin radiance serum by ThriveCo, then we have four active ingredients in a single serum. It's a four-in-one serum, wherein we have kojic acid, we have tranexamic acid, we have niacinamide. So all these ingredients are working on the pigmentation. So we have all the ingredients in one serum. So you want to actually cut down the waste of cells also. You don't want to be stacking so many four different bottles. You want to go in for one bottle that is giving you everything. You know? So
Yeah.
this is what I mean by minimal skincare approach when I say that. So that's a
Yes.
that we're seeing right now that's coming.
Yeah.
Another trend that I can talk about that is very prevalent these days is a concept of skin barrier has come in, which is extremely important, and it's we should understand it. What is skin barrier? So skin
Yeah.
barrier, if you understand, it is the topmost layer of the skin. It's the superficial layer of your skin. So this is a barrier that is helping your skin it is helping to protect skin against the environmental factors, right?
Yeah.
So it is helping to protect the skin against the UV rays, against the pollution, against the weather changes, you know. Uh, so apart from the pollution and the environmental factors, other factors that are affecting skin barrier are the products that you're using, right? So if
Yeah.
harsh products, then the skin barrier gets disrupted.
Yeah.
Then what do we mean by disruption of skin barrier? The skin barrier will get disrupted, meaning the skin will become more prone to damage from the outside, right? So there are chances that your skin can become red, it will become irritable, it will become more sensitive. You have to understand with the change in the environment, with so much of pollution that we see these days, so much of pollution in the water, in the air, and in the environment around us, the barrier disruption has come in the picture in a big way
Yeah.
because what we have seen is early we've been applying layer after layer of products. Then you might start feeling that your skin is actually becoming more sensitive rather than healing. So that could be happening because of the harsh products that we're choosing to apply, which is actually damaging the skin barrier.
Yeah.
The concept of skin barrier has come in a big way. So we have to understand is as we start to age, the main components of the skin barrier, that is your ceramides, your fatty acids, start to decrease.
Yeah.
Uh, it's very difficult for the skin to maintain the hydration level, and that's why it becomes prone to be attacked or damaged by the environmental factors. So we have to use products which hydrate it very well, which help to seal in the moisture, which helps to strengthen it, so that our skin can withstand the environmental damage that it is faced with. So when we are talking about good quality moisturizer, we choose moisturizers that are, that have something components like ceramides in them, which will help to fortify the skin. Other products such as probiotics, there's so much concept that is coming into the skin, even with probiotics now. So the probiotics that we were talking about the gut, the same concept is also being used on the skin nowadays. So the idea is we maintain the bacteria, the good bacteria that is on the skin, so that we also derive the benefit from the good bacteria and the barrier is strengthened further, right? The same probiotics that we were ingesting in the form of tablets or capsules for a healthy gut, now we are deriving the same molecules from the bacteria, we were putting it inside the cream and we're applying it on the skin.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that's actually revolutionized the skin industry and the skincare trend that is now. So if you
Yeah.
want a glowing skin, if you want a supple skin, you have to understand the skin has to be moisturized. It has to be hydrated well. Then only it will glow.
Absolutely. I strongly feel that, it's not just about what we apply on our skin, it's also about what is the kind of intake that we are having in our body. In fact, ma'am, like some of the people have also requested if we could talk a little bit in Hindi to help them understand. So I
अच्छा.
will shift little to Hindi. So हमारे सारे व्यूअर्स जो हैं यहाँ पर हिंदी के लिए रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं वी टोटली अंडरस्टैंड एंड वी रिस्पेक्ट योर रिक्वेस्ट सो हम लोग का ये जो सेशन है ये पूरी तरीके से स्किन की केयर आपको कैसे करनी है और आने वाले नए साल में आपको क्या ऐसी चीजें हैं जो करनी चाहिए जिसकी वजह से आपकी स्किन अच्छी होगी तो डॉक्टर स्नेहा ने वही सारी चीजें अभी बताई कि आपको अच्छा खाना इंकॉर्पोरेट करना होगा अपनी डाइट में आपको हर तरीके से अपनी स्किन की जो आउटर लाइनिंग है उसको हेल्दी बनाने के लिए कुछ इंग्रेडिएंट्स हैं कुछ एक्टिव प्रोडक्ट्स हैं जिनका यूसेज करना होगा और आगे हम और बात करेंगे कि एग्जैक्टली किस तरीके के प्रोडक्ट्स को यूज किया जा सकता है इनफैक्ट डॉक्टर स्नेहा जो आप अभी बता रहे थे आई टोटली अग्री दैट फूड इज इम्पोर्टेंट आई थिंक इनटेक ऑफ गुड फूड बिकॉज बाद में हम उन्हीं प्रोडक्ट्स को प्रोडक्ट में डाल के या कुछ लगाते हैं खाना भी अच्छा खाएं एंड ओवरऑल स्किन का केयर करना हमारे लिए बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हम क्या अप्लाई करें राइट एज में आई थिंक to start using products because most of the people start using certain kind of products when they are seeing visible signs of aging so I also wanted to know what do you think is the right age when a person can start healthy skincare.
See, if you ask me, frankly, there is no right age as such for starting a skincare. For all ages, you have to use your appropriate skincare. Even if
Yeah.
you have a younger, if you talk about a younger age group, you have to use the products that are according to your skin type for that age. Your
Okay.
skincare products can change. You can add anti-aging products maybe a little later on, but that doesn't mean that you don't require any skincare if you have a younger skin. Hmm?
Yeah.
So skincare is nothing that has to start with any particular age. So we also talk about a baby skincare. What product a baby should use, what cleanser a baby should use, what kind of hair. So that's also skincare.
Yes, yes, yes. Dr. Sneha, I have also heard a lot, of late, especially I feel कि कोविड की वजह से people got lot of information खुद self educate भी हुए कई ज्यादा लोग so there is lot of talks around hyaluronic acid retinol so could you emphasize a little bit on this because hyaluronic acid is mainly hydrating ingredient and retinol basically it works on the skin's deepest layer so could you highlight a little bit on these ingredients, how a person can incorporate this in their day-to-day lifestyle? And do you think that these are also some active ingredients जो जो 2023 में लोगों को अपनी day-to-day इसमें incorporate करना चाहिए?
This is a very good question. See, हमने सब लोगों ने रेटिनॉल के बारे में बहुत सुना है. Retinol is a very very popular skincare ingredient. वो popular इसलिए है because it is something that is like a gold standard for anti-aging.
Yes.
So if you're talking about anti-aging, तो आप रेटिनॉल के बारे में बात करेंगे, आप विटामिन ए डेरिवेटिव के बारे में बात करेंगे. अब 2023 में क्या नया है इस हम रेटिनॉल की न्यूअर डेरिवेटिव के बारे में हम लोग हम अवेयर हो रहे हैं और हम उन्हें यूज कर रहे हैं. तो मैं आपको थोड़ा सा ब्रीफली एक्सप्लेन करूंगी कि न्यूअर डेरिवेटिव्स क्या है रेटिनॉल के. तो जो क्लासिकल रेटिनॉल है, इट इज जस्ट अ सिंगल मॉलिक्यूल जो आपके सेल के अंदर पेनिट्रेट करता है एंड इट डज इट फिजियोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट ऑन द सेल, राइट. अब जो कॉन्सेप्ट आ रहा है वो आ रहा है एनकैप्सुलेटेड रेटिनॉल. तो पहले तो हमें ये समझना है कि नया कॉन्सेप्ट आ क्यों रहा है. नया कॉन्सेप्ट इसलिए है बिकॉज हमने देखा है कि जब हम जो क्लासिकल रेटिनॉल है उसको यूज करते हैं फॉर अ लॉन्ग पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, then what happens, it has little side effect on the skin, especially if you have dry skin or sensitive skin. Then you can start seeing dryness, you can start seeing peeling of the skin, you can start seeing sensitivity developing in your skin if your
Yeah.
skin is a little sensitive already or it is a little dry. तो हर कोई रेटिनॉल फेस पे लगा नहीं पाता इस वजह से.
Absolutely.
क्योंकि वो एंटी एजिंग का एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है, हम क्या कर रहे हैं कि हम इसी रेटिनॉल को एक न्यूअर फॉर्म में इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं हमारे स्किन केयर में, ताकि हर कोई इसका बेनिफिट ले पाए विदाउट हैविंग द साइड इफेक्ट, राइट.
Sure.
सो इसमें क्या है, जो न्यूअर रेटिनॉल्स है ना, हम इनको इनकैप्सुलेटेड रेटिनॉल बोलते हैं या फिर न्यूअर रेटिनॉल डेरिवेटिव जैसे रेटिनल बोलते हैं. सो इसमें द रेटिनॉल मॉलिक्यूल के चारों तरफ एक लेयर लगी होती है फैटी एसिड्स, राइट. तो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इसका जो पेनिट्रेशन सेल में होगा दैट इज मच डीपर कंपेयर टू
Yeah.
योर नॉर्मल रेटिनॉल. इट इज मच सेफर कंपेयर टू योर नॉर्मल रेटिनॉल एंड इसका इफेक्ट इज ऑल्सो एज गुड एज योर नॉर्मल रेटिनॉल. सो हमने क्या किया है, बिकॉज ऑफ बीइंग इनकैप्सुलेटेड, बिकॉज ऑफ बीइंग टेकिंग अ न्यूअर डेरिवेटिव, हमने साइड इफेक्ट्स कम कर ली, लेकिन हमारा जो इफेक्ट है स्किन में रेटिनॉल का, इट इज एज गुड एज बिफोर.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with the newer, you can say the 2023 trend, you can call it, we are moving on to encapsulated retinol. We are moving on to derivatives of retinol, that is retinal, and also plant-based retinol like bakuchi oil, and also ThriveCo has got a retinol product which is very good, which is again a newer form of retinol which causes less of irritation.
Yes. Yes.
Change in the skincare trend that is coming in now with the retinol use.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ma'am, somebody had just asked about, is it important to incorporate nighttime and daytime routine?
See, जैसे मैंने अभी बोला, we also spoke a little about skin minimalism. So इसमें
Yes.
what we are trying to understand is we don't have to be very hassled these days about day care, night care, and so many things. We don't have to think about all that. That is not important. What you have to uh, uh, what you have to keep in your mind is you are cleaning your skin twice a day with a cleanser that is good for your skin, so that आपके skin के ऊपर जो dirt है वो सारा clean हो जाएगा. Then you are moisturizing your skin with a good moisturizer. जैसे हमने अभी बात किया स्किन बैलेंस, good skin balance.
Yes.
And then हम एक सनस्क्रीन लगा रहे हैं. Of course, sunscreen you have to use in the daytime only. हम सनस्क्रीन लगा रहे हैं because we have to protect our skin from the UV damage. That is very important.
Yes. Yes.
So these three basic everybody has to do. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
depending upon if you have any particular skin concern, like if you have any pigmentation issue, you can add a serum for pigmentation. If you want to add something for anti-aging, you can add a retinol-based serum in the evening. So the concept has changed from a morning day skincare routine completely now. It is more
Absolutely.
based for your skin type. There is no general thing that I can give to anybody.
Yeah. 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 I think, over a period of time, I'm seeing there's a lot of trend which is shifting towards active ingredients. People are using these ingredients. Given the fact that education has played a key role, again, we could blame it to COVID, that people were self-educating themselves, and otherwise also they had more of time to think about self-care. And that's why I think ingredients have gained a lot of popularity, and people are understanding how these ingredients can help them have good skin naturally. And maybe we do not have to layer it up under the makeup products as well. Because, people these days I see Dr. Sneha want to showcase their natural skin more than makeup
Yes.
based. So, yeah, I think the
Yeah,
trend.
I would also like to add on this that, you know, over the gradual years, what we have actually done is we have moved toward natural approach. We have moved toward a holistic approach for the wellness.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
So we don't want to use, because every day we are reading so much about pollution, chemicals, pollution in the food, pollution in the water, pollution in the air. Now you don't again want to add the same chemicals in your skincare and apply it on the face. So what
Yes.
we want to use products that are natural, which we feel and we believe that are going to do good in the long term on the skin. So we are
Yeah.
not running so much behind immediate results. We're also running behind something for the long term. And I think that's very intelligent. That's very intelligent for the patients these days, because they understand this very well, that if you use the correct product, then you will have very good skin in the long run.
Absolutely.
So, product जिनके बारे में आप अभी बात कर रहे थे, there's a terminology that has come that is called as high performance based skincare.
Yes.
तो हाई परफॉर्मेंस बेस्ड स्किन केयर का मतलब ही ये है कि आप इंग्रेडिएंट्स में जो डाल रहे हैं वो एक तो आपकी नीड के हिसाब से है, तो
Hmm.
दिस इज समथिंग दैट इज कस्टमाइज्ड फॉर योर स्किन नीड, एंड प्लस द एफिकेसी ऑफ दीज प्रोडक्ट इज वेरी गुड. ये जिस तरह से बनाए जाते हैं, दे आर टेस्टेड प्रोडक्ट, दे हैव वेरी गुड एफिकेसी. So, if you use these products, they give you very good results and they also give you very good skin in the long term. So,
Yeah.
अगर हम ब्रीफली समझना चाहें कि क्या इसमें डिफरेंट होता है, तो सपोजिंग करिए आपका कोई प्रोडक्ट है, उसमें दो कंपोनेंट्स होंगे, एक एक्टिव कंपोनेंट होगा और एक फंक्शनल कंपोनेंट होगा. एक्टिव
Yeah.
कंपोनेंट वो है जो आप उसमें एक्टिव इंग्रेडिएंट आपने डाला है. सपोजिंग अगर हम विटामिन सी की बात करेंगे, तो विटामिन सी विल बी द एक्टिव इंग्रेडिएंट, राइट?
Yeah.
जो फंक्शनल इंग्रेडिएंट्स हैं, फंक्शनल इंग्रेडिएंट्स जो डाले गए हैं, उनका रोल ये होता है कि वो उसकी थिकनेस, उसकी कंसिस्टेंसी, उसकी स्प्रेडेबिलिटी, इन सब चीजों को अच्छा करते हैं, राइट?
Absolutely.
अगर
Yeah.
हमारे पास विटामिन सी सेरम है, तो उसके साथ मान लीजिए अगर आपने कोई रेडियंस कॉम्प्लेक्स ऐड किया है, या उसके साथ मान लीजिए आपने कोई हाइड्रेटिंग एलिमेंट डाला है, तो इसको हम फंक्शनल कंपोनेंट में इंक्लूड करेंगे. तो जो ट्रेंड हम अभी देख रहे हैं वो ये देख रहे हैं कि हम जो एक्टिव यूज कर रहे हैं वो बहुत स्ट्रांग है, बहुत अच्छे एक्टिव्स हैं, प्लस हम जो फंक्शनल कंपोनेंट इसमें डाल रहे हैं वो फंक्शनल कंपोनेंट नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट से बना हुआ है. नेचुरल
Yeah.
प्रोडक्ट्स, एलोवेरा, नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट्स लाइक पेप्टाइड्स,
Yeah.
बॉटनिकल एक्सट्रैक्ट्स. तो इन नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट्स की वजह से क्या हो रहा है, हमारे स्किन को और ज्यादा एनहांस्ड रिजल्ट्स मिल रहे हैं. पहले क्या
Yes.
होता था कि अब रादर देन दीज प्रोडक्ट्स, इनमें होता था अल्कोहल, इसमें होता था ईथर और सम अदर केमिकल. उससे क्या
Yes.
हो रहा है, skin was being exposed to harsh chemicals over a long period of time. Right?
Yes.
So because of these high performance natural skincare products, हम ये देख रहे हैं कि we have cut down on the use of chemicals. हम कम chemicals स्किन पे लगा रहे हैं, हम natural products लगा रहे हैं, हम वो products लगा रहे हैं जो हमारे स्किन को एक्चुअल में नरिश करेंगे और स्ट्रेंथन करेंगे और बेनिफिट करेंगे.
Absolutely, absolutely, totally. Like, over a period of time, Dr. Sneha, even I have tried some of these, and I feel that from deep within, I feel that skin is like, getting nourished and it looks much, much better, maybe like what it used to look down the line 2 years, 3 years, when I wasn't much aware about these ingredients. So it's like a personal experience that even I have. While we were talking about all these subjects, I can see that, like, we spoke about how minimum skincare products people should be using these days, and कम से कम में कितना ज़्यादा benefit ले सकें. तो definitely you all can check the radiant serum that we have on ThriveCo. उसके अलावा we spoke about how retinol. मैं सिर्फ एक recap डॉक्टर स्नेहा, जो भी लोग अभी ज्वाइन किए उनके लिए, दैट हमने स्किन मिनिमलिज्म की बात की थी, हमने रेटिनॉल प्रोडक्ट के बारे में बात किया था. देन वी स्पोक अबाउट हाउ स्किन बैरियर की हेल्थ भी हमारे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज दैट इज व्हाट प्रोटेक्ट्स अस द मोस्ट, एंड इनकॉर्पोरेटिंग हेल्दी डाइट that also helps. Apart from this, Dr. Sneha, we had few questions that we wanted your take on. So, like, one of our users had shared with us, I'm using a toner for tightening my pores, but they are still clogged, and I'm worried if it might lead to pimple and acne. How to prevent it?
See, if you have the issue of clogged pores, then I would suggest you start by using a good cleanser that has
Yeah.
few exfoliants like glycolic acid or salicylic acid or lactic acid. Because
Yes.
if you're having the problem of clogged pores, तो आपको उसको simple simple समझना है that your pores are being blocked about the with the grease and the dust and the oil. So you have to clean all of that from the surface. तो इसके लिए अगर हम कुछ
Yeah.
ऐसा cleanser लेंगे जिसमें mild exfoliants हैं, तो you will be able to unclog the pores of the skin. So you
Yes.
add a good quality cleanser, and of course a toner will also help in shrinking down the pores, closing the pores, and that will add like an adjuvant in your skincare.
Yes, absolutely. Then the next question was, I have a beard. While we using a toner affect my beard growth in any way?
No, not at all. Not
Okay,
at all.
okay.
Don't be worried. Just use it, and it will not affect your beard growth.
Absolutely. Maybe Dr. Sneha, we should be doing a myth busting session maybe next time, because there is like, quite a lot of myths that people will have about skincare. Maybe we could do a
There
special
are a lot
session
of
on that too. Yeah. So moving on to the next question, I have a perfect night care routine, but in the morning I use only sunscreen. Is it important to have a separate night and morning routine? I think this question was answered by you already.
yes.
That yes, we should have a different skincare routine for both night and morning. Yeah. The next one was I'm 35. Will using retinol reduce my wrinkles?
Yes, definitely. So all the vitamin A derivatives, the retinol, the encapsulated retinol, and the newer derivatives also that we talked about. So the function
Yeah.
of vitamin A is when you use it on the skin, it, it improves the collagen production of the skin, right? So जो
Yeah.
wrinkles या fine lines होती हैं, they appear on the skin because the collagen is going down with age.
Yes.
So
Yes.
ये products लगाने से the collagen production increases, and definitely the fine lines and wrinkles they go down. Definitely.
Great. One question was there are many new ingredients coming up like azelaic acid, niacinamide. Are they really like side effect free?
The two products that you just mentioned, azelaic acid and niacinamide, I would like to tell you that both these products are excellent products.
Mhm.
Reason being, see now जैसे हमने अभी बात भी करी, the trend is to use less harsher products on the face, to use products that are potent plus they have lesser side effects, right?
Yeah, yeah,
इसकी वजह से the trend in using niacinamide and azelaic acid nowadays is extremely gone up now. You know,
yes,
beautiful molecules that are anti-acne, they're antioxidant, they're anti-pigmentation, they decrease the UV stress of the cells, they rejuvenate the skin, and we can see them in face washes and moisturizers and serums. So very, very good products. They're very mild also. They cause no damage on the skin in the long term. I personally like them a lot, and I would recommend that if you need them, you should use them.
yes. So, is there any particular time that we should incorporate these ingredients into our routine, or like they are safe to be used on both AM and PM?
They're safe. They're absolutely safe. So it's
Okay.
not something that you can should only restrict for the night or for the day. You can use it at any time. So that's the beauty. You don't want to
Yes,
use very harsh products now.
yes,
Yeah, you also
absolutely.
want to use something that is very result oriented.
Yeah, and because most of the people also have sensitive skin, so they are worried about what kind of ingredients to be incorporated. So आपके हिसाब से डॉक्टर स्नेहा कौन से इंग्रेडिएंट्स बेटर होंगे कि एक सेंसिटिव स्किन वाला इंसान भी यूज कर पाए?
तो जैसे मैंने अभी आपसे बात करी, जो नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट्स अब हम लोग यूज करना, जैसे जो एलोवेरा बेस्ड प्रोडक्ट्स हैं या फिर जो पेप्टाइड बेस्ड प्रोडक्ट्स हैं या बॉटनिकल एक्सट्रैक्ट बेस्ड प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, ये सारे प्रोडक्ट्स दे आर वेरी वेरी सेफ फॉर सेंसिटिव स्किन टाइप्स एंड ड्राई स्किन टाइप्स ऑल्सो. तो इफ यू हैव अ सेंसिटिव स्किन टाइप, अगर आपकी ड्राई स्किन टाइप है, तो देखिए कि आप इन प्रोडक्ट को अपने रूटीन में इंकॉर्पोरेट करें. तो
हाँ जी.
rather than using chemicals, we want to use more natural, botanical, and peptide-based products.
एब्सोल्युटली. एक और क्वेश्चन मेरे हमारे यूजर्स ने पूछा था कि पिंपल के निशान किस तरीके से हटाए जा सकते हैं, क्या ऐसा है जो वो यूज करें जिससे कि पिंपल के निशान चले जाएं?
देखिए, पिंपल के निशान के लिए जैसे मैं जिन प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में हमने अभी बात करी, जैसे आपने मेंशन किया, नियासिनामाइड सेरम इज वेरी गुड. 5 to 10% नियासिनामाइड helps to lighten the pigmentation spots, and it also is anti-acne and helps to brighten the skin. Azelaic acid is a very good molecule for that. And kojic acid is a very good molecule for lightening the pigmentation spot. So these are molecules which are very effective and they're also safe to use. So you can try these.
Great, great. And one last question with which I would like to sum the session. So, Dr. Sneha, there are a lot of ingredients जो combination में use नहीं किए जाने चाहिए, which are not safe. So, उस पे आप एक थोड़ा सा अपना take बताइएगा कि वो कौन से ingredients हैं जो combination में हमें कभी नहीं use करने चाहिए.
देखिए इसका जो सिंपल लॉजिक है वो ये है कि अगर आप कोई स्ट्रॉन्ग इंग्रेडिएंट यूज कर रहे हैं तो आपको दो स्ट्रॉन्ग इंग्रेडिएंट एक साथ यूज नहीं करने हैं, फिर आपका स्किन सेंसिटिव हो जाएगा. दैट्स अ सिंपल लॉजिक, राइट?
Yeah, yeah,
स्ट्रॉन्ग इंग्रेडिएंट्स हमारे पास कौन से हैं? स्ट्रॉन्ग इंग्रेडिएंट्स होते हैं हमारे पास जैसे कि विटामिन ए, रेटिनॉल की हमने बात करी. जैसे हमने देखा कि ओवर द टाइम वो आपकी स्किन में सेंसिटिविटी एंड ड्राइनेस कॉज करता है, तो रेटिनॉल इज अ सेंसिटिव मॉलिक्यूल, स्ट्रॉन्ग
yeah,
मॉलिक्यूल.
yeah.
फिर जो एक्सफोलिएंट्स होते हैं लाइक alpha hydroxy acids like glycolic acid, like salicylic acid, these are strong for your skin, right?
Yeah,
So you should not use them together. You
sure.
understand?
Yeah,
आप रेटिनॉल के साथ अल्फा हाइड्रोक्सिक एसिड डेरिवेटिव्स यूज नहीं करेंगे. आप रेटिनॉल के साथ विटामिन सी सेरम यूज नहीं करेंगे, है ना? तो
रेटिनॉल के साथ, राइट?
यस,
रेटिनॉल के साथ ही फिर विटामिन सी नहीं यूज करेंगे.
हाँ जी, रेटिनॉल के साथ नहीं करेंगे. तो जितने भी स्ट्रॉन्ग इंग्रेडिएंट्स हैं यू विल नॉट यूज देम टुगेदर,
Yes,
right? So then you have
yes.
to separate them, one in the morning time, one in the evening time, or you have to see कि आपके serum में अगर कुछ है which is strong, which is exfoliating, then you don't have to include that in your cleanser, or vice versa.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, because like most of us सुन के भी हम कई बारी products को incorporate कर लेते हैं, but we don't know which is good for our skin or is it in fact safe. We usually, I mean, common man doesn't pay attention to these things. So I think मैं हमारे सारे viewers से urge करना चाहूंगी कि आप जो भी ingredient use करें उसके बारे में पूरी जानकारी ले लें. You can visit this live session again. डॉक्टर स्नेहा ने सारी डिटेल्स शेयर की है कि कौन से प्रोडक्ट्स आपको यूज किसके साथ नहीं करने चाहिए. सो जो नहीं करना है वो हम ज्यादा ध्यान देने की जरूरत है. जो करना है वी ऑल फोकस ऑन दैट. So great. Dr. Sneha, this was an amazing session because we wanted our audience and we wanted ourselves to understand how the new year is going to be. And with hardly some days remaining, we all are working on our resolutions, what to incorporate, what to delete from our lives. So I think this session gave us great glimpse onto the ingredients and the habits that we could incorporate and the trends that we should be expecting in the year 2023. So great. Thank you so much, Dr. Sneha. We really
It was
love
my
having
pleasure.
you at home. And thank you each one of you who joined this session. We are always available for any kind of queries. Please do DM us. We will be happy to help you all. Thank you, Dr. Sneha. Bye. Have a good night and great weekend.
Take care. Take care. Thank you so much.
Bye.